Wednesday marked the first anniversary of the death of Venezuelan President Hugo Chavez. Supporters of the Socialist leader marked the day with much grandeur, while his opponents held protests. CCTV's Markovits joins us live from Caracas with the details.
Yeah, hi, Mike. President Nicolas Maduro commemorated the one-year anniversary of Hugo Chavez's death with a huge military parade today, attended by thousands of supporters of Nicolas Maduro. Later in the afternoon, Maduro went to the mausoleum where Chavez's remains are being housed, with leftist allies, including Bolivian President Evo Morales and Cuban leader Raul Castro, to pay respects to the fallen leader.
It was a military parade befitting a leader with a larger-than-life persona. For the one-year anniversary of Hugo Chavez's death, Venezuela displayed its military might to the world. But as thousands gathered to commemorate a leader who reached godlike status among the poor, his legacy, just a year after his death, is now even more in doubt. In a fiery speech, his successor, President Nicolas Maduro, tried to summon the spirit of the fallen leader as anti-government demonstrators, angered by Venezuela's dire economic conditions, continue to clash with security forces.
Never before has there existed a leader that gave the poor and working people their rights, education, culture, and work. He gave them dignity and conscience.
It was this common touch with the lower classes that made Chavez's presidency possible. Historically, the poor never benefited from the country's vast oil wealth. For the first time, they had a leader who promised not to neglect them.
In just 5 years, we have managed to get rid of illiteracy, and this has been recognized by the United Nations.
But it is in the international realm where his influence may even be greater. Pursuing the dream of his hero, the South American liberator Simón Bolívar, Chávez set out to create a united Latin America. He spearheaded a series of Southern Cone economic trading blocs, including the CELAC and UNASUR, that have eliminated some trade barriers and rejected U.S. economic and political influence in the region. But in the last year, Venezuela's economic condition has spiraled out of control. Inflation reached 56% in the year following Chávez's death, while shortages of basic staples are common. This has fueled the political unrest, which has claimed at least 18 lives. Most of the protesters blame this on Maduro. But it was Chávez who implemented price and currency controls intended to prevent capital flight that many economists blame for the country's high inflation.
And it's gotten worse. And the causes of that are in the exchange rate system. And that was set up during the Chávez era. So you can't blame Maduro really for most of what is going on right now.
Anti-government demonstrators are also taking aim at Venezuela's staggering murder rate, one of the highest in the world, which grew dramatically under Chávez's presidency.
At the military parade today, Maduro announced that the government had arrested several key leaders of Venezuela's opposition for attempting to sabotage bridges and tunnels in 4 Venezuelan cities. The Venezuelan president say they are now behind bars and will be tried by the prosecutor's office. Venezuela also said that they would break diplomatic relations with Panama today. This comes after Panama petitioned the Organization of American States, the OAS, to investigate the almost month-long political unrest in Venezuela. Both Maduro and Chávez have long denounced the Washington-based OAS as a pawn of the United States.
Markovits live for us in Caracas. Thank you.